happened? What did this sort of, what kind of a change did this bring about among corporates, specifically, Indian corporates? It's a man's world, and women have to fit in while still retaining the bulk of chores. We have something called the chore gap. We spoke about the gender pay gap, didn't we? We have something else called the gender chore gap. The distance or the gap between the extent of chores performed by men versus women at home. Am I right? Yes? Yes. So you have that gender chore gap, which is also a big contributor to the gender pay gap and also a contributor to the fact that you have unequal representation of women in the workplace. Yeah? So that path is loaded with biases, all types of unconscious biases. You have your affinity bias, you have your halo bias, you have your horn bias, you have, the social comparison bias, you have the entire dirty dozen, 12 different types of biases that women face every day. And then when we speak equality, how's the equality? It is like this. You all have heard of the Aesop's fable, right? Of the fox and the crane that invited, each other to lunch or dinner, right? And then you had the crane which prepared two different types of, or it was the fox which prepared two different types of bowls, carrying the same food. But the problem is that the crane could not have it because the bowl was meant to help the fox. So it was equality. Can you see that? The two bowls are the same. That's equality. But then does it help the crane? Does it help one of the parties? Does it? No, it doesn't. So here it is. This is equality. You have 3 stools on which 3 people of different heights are standing. And that's what equality is. When you say that I'm going to treat everybody without discrimination, that's right, theoretically. But practically, what happens? This is what happens. You see that it means that your equality does not translate into equal outcomes, right?